a full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. One does take to the skies before kickoff. That's the mascot, Freddy the Falcon. And down at ground level, it is a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field here in Atlanta. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Well-headed Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
The former Husky got a 3-start audition to end his rookie season. Kate, those results, well, as you'd expect, were a little mix. Some highlight reel making throws and some opportunities to learn from as well. But now the 8th pick, he's going to get the ball in his hands running his own team.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
London going to motion over right. On 2nd down, Robinson. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Penix here from the gun. Stays in the pocket. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. So it's a home run that finishes their opening possession of this game, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard with 6.
And I think keeps all of us here in this building, in this booth, hoping they get the ball back soon, right? Not that we're rooting for anybody, but we root for the big play, for the home run, and they just hit one.
Younghoe Koo on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Bucky Irving now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough. A will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now it's Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
They're set up at the 35 now. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
This one intended for the running back. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Robinson again here on 2nd. And they hold him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
An option give to Robinson. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Penix off the play action. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Penix on 3rd down. Gets this one to London. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Penix. Oh, he's got on foot. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Falcons 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Robinson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. They go play action. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Koo able to put it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, how about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Irving. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Mayfield keeps it himself. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
A gain of a yard. First down, Tampa Bay.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On the give, this is Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was brought down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
40-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They start out 2nd and 10. Baker now from the gun. Completed over the middle. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
5 yards on the play.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneers.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's the give to Irving. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
He finds Evans left side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Mayfield now from the gun. That one's good to Godwin. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Down the field, Evans has it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Carry here for Irving. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They go to him again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. Irving on the inside give. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety block, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Staying with Robinson. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him here for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6.
A 2-yard gain.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Pressure comes. Oh, he rushed it. It's not hit well. Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. They'll run this with Irving. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Putting the tight end in motion. Baker now off the play fake. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
2nd and 3. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
From the red zone now. incomplete in the end zone. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing again. It's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Last two passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. Baker throwing again. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers and they're the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Agnew on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. On 1st down, here's Penix. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Falcons will have a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
13 yards on the play.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix escapes the pocket. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Second down now, 7 to go. Penix here from the gun. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going for it again. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Falcons.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Penix. Connects on the crosser. And they have this run to the red zone now at the 15.
It's a gain of 14
Timeout taken by the
yards.
offense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Koo on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
17. Buccaneers 3.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. Godwin, the man in motion left. First down throw here, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 47. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run on the outside. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Irving. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Now a carry by Irving. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Setting up the running back screen. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Baker now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Waste of time. That's my jersey.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Going with Irving here. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Catch made left side by Abuka. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
To number 9, Abuka. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Slot man in motion left. 3rd and short, Mayfield. He's running for it. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown, and you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point.
They'll try it on the ground. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Buccaneers.
They were keyed on him from the start. There was no doubt who they were going to lean on for 2.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. Jukes one defender.
The Falcons take over.
Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He was taken down.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd down, it's Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, around to Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Penix working from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Penix on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. To the air with Penix. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Falcons. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Trying to run in, Algier. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Brings up second.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Second and goal coming up from the 7.
I got him, I got him.
This time it's a passing play. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Kyle
That throw was
Pitts.
looking for Kyle Pitts.
Incomplete.
And now they're left with third
Brings
and
up
goal.
Third and goal.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it, too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Now Penix on third and goal. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons hold an 11-point advantage. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Koo
Young
on
Bay
now for the
Koo
extra
lining up
point.
For the point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons push the lead up to 12.
Falcons 24. Buccaneers 12.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Receiver in motion, going left. From the gun, Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. On the give, this is Irving. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
The tackle by Jordan Fuller. It's a gain of 10. And a Buccaneer first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a second down.
It's a gain of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. So we're through 3 here. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So that means it's 2nd and 4. From the 38. Got his target. It's Otten. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. 1st down, here's Baker. This one's taken in by Otten. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Small pass, big results. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
2nd and 3 now. From the 21. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down here at the 16. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Baker throwing again. That one's complete, right side. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The flag comes out. So this is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. He's got it! And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Once more, it's Mayfield. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers trim the deficit down to 5.
Buccaneers 19.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. McLeod now returning it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here come the Falcons on offense.
First and 10.
And after that touchdown,
At their
cut their
own
lead back to
23-yard
one score,
line.
Brock. A response in order as they take over. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Here's Penix. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Complete to Bijan.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motioning him from the slot right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Bijan Robinson, ball carrier. Zion McCollum on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
From the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That's good.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Penix here from the gun. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. That's another Falcons. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
Brought in right side. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Look at him, they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Oh, he's going to run for it. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Falcons. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons leading by 5. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Coup on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push the lead up to 12.
Score, Falcons 31, Buccaneers 19.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Tucker now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. 1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Ooh, almost to throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Throwing again is Baker. Completes this one to Otten. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Complete out to the right. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
You know,
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy is screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Throwing the out route complete. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. To throw. That one's good to Godwin. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw again. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Mayfield now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
One final shot here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.